we have a section, right, with the class. Let's call it content gray background. Content gray PG background, and inside that section tag, we'll be having our div tag, right? Actually, we have two divs tag, so we'll say div shift 2. Let's see, there we go. Our first div tag should be our page content header, so we'll give it a class which is pg content header, right? Then we'll have another class right here, which is, we call it container. I think I wrote it very well. Okay, this container class, it's a bootstrap class. We're making use of another bootstrap class. Oh, actually, it's our first bootstrap class, making use of it in this series. So yeah, let's do it. In our header, since this will be our about us page, so here we can feel free to write about us. There we go. Let's start by styling the about us before we go and see what's going on. Let's create that content gray background. We'll say, let me copy it to avoid making typos. We'll copy this class over here. We'll copy all of these classes that we need to edit. XV, see. Let's do like this, right? Then we can do like this. Okay, let's create that background. English. Let's create that gray background. So we'll say our background, kaboom, it's hash f1. Then we'll say our background repeat. We don't want it to repeat, right? Background repeat. No repeat. Then we'll say size of the background, it must cover all of the section, the entire section, sorry. Background, sorry, size must cover. Then we'll have height, that's how you spell height. It's 100 VH, cover the entire screen. Then we'll have our text. We want our text to be aligned center. Align center. Right? Yeah. And we can just come here and copy all of this text right here and paste it in our About Us page. Here. Then what we are going to do, we are going to say we have a div with the class row, which is the bootstrap class, and the class page content. Right? Inside that div, we'll be having 3 divs, I think. Yeah, div with the class call. No, let me say 3 divs. I'll type classes manually. Right, there we go. Class call 2. Then for the middle one, we'll type 8, right? So that we can put our content right here. There we go. But let's put our content inside a paragraph. Maybe if we can have 2 paragraphs to put our content, that would be much better. P, Control V. And then let's do it for this one again. P, Control V. Should look nice. But the text won't be, let's see. You'll see by yourself. There we go. You see, the text is not styled correctly, but you have that difference from this white to this gray color. So let's style our header and our content. When you style our header, we must give it make it a bit larger, add these dots as underline, and then make some space between the header and the text to make it look a bit nicer. So let's go straight to our CSS. Before we start, we can see here, right? We'll have the About Us with the gray background, then we go to Services with the white background. So how about we deal with that before we go anywhere? Those different backgrounds and stuff. Right? Before we go there, let's duplicate this part to create the white background. To create the white background, it's gray, that's white, right? The only difference will be this part here, which will say white. Okay, then we can style our page content header. For our page content header, we can say we want our font size to be 80 pixels. 80 pixels. We want our padding top to be at least 7%. Then we want our color to be white. Color to be white. Then we can say the font family, to be Nimala UI, font family. Then text decoration, underline, must underline it. Then text decoration style, what type of underline do you want? Decoration style must be dashed, dotted, not dashed, sorry. Did I do now? Dotted. Right, let's go and check how far are we. Nice. Now if you check here, we have this stroke around our text, right? This stroke here. So let's go and insert that stroke. It's not that difficult, but I'll show you the two ways to insert the stroke. Let's insert it somewhere here. Longhand will say WebKit, text, stroke width, that's how you type width, I think. Let's give it 1 pixel. How big is our width? I should say it's 1 pixel. And then let's say WebKit text stroke color should be, let's say hash 229A 9C. Right? Let's go and check. I think even our dots have to change the color when you do like this. There we go. And this one, I'll do the shorthand. Let's leave it right here. Long hand text stroke. Leave it here as a comment. So let's do the kit text stroke, and then we'll say we want it to be 1 pixel, how big it is, and we want the color to be hash 22 9A 9C. So let's change the color first so that we can see if it really worked. Let's say red. There we go. You see, it does work. We have our long hand here and our short hand here, but we can't use this color. It's not nice. Let's use this one. right? Then let's have the should be done. Let's refresh here. It's taking a while. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Then let's go back to our HTML. No, we can't go back to our HTML while our text is still this close to the page header. You see, we have this space right here. So let's try and create that space. And it's not really that bad. Let's comment this one. But now it's shorthand. It's not longhand anymore. Right? Okay. We can say our page content. Go and copy the class. Don't want to make any typos. Said we have our page content right here. Let's make V, Control V. And when we do like this, to add that space, we can add a bit of padding at the top. Padding top, we'll say it's 3%. Let's see. There we go, there we go, there we go. We have exactly what we want. You see, you don't see any change when I change the tabs. Okay? It means it's exactly what I want. What we want. I don't want it alone. Okay, at this point, some of you might be asking them some questions. Why do we have to add these two divs right here? This one and this one. Right? In Bootstrap, these row and columns classes, they work like this. These numbers right here, you said call 2, call 8, call 2, right? These 2 plus 8 plus 2, they must add up to 12 all the time. Let's say if I did like this, here it was 4, and then here it must be 6, I guess, right? You'll see one thing. Since the first column, this column right here, it's 4, and this column it's 4, and this one it's 2. It means these two, what can I say? This text will be shifted to the right a bit because its column is now to the right. Let's see what I'm talking about. There we go, you see? That's why I added those 2 extra columns to adjust the text. Right? Let's say if this was 6 and then we remove this one. It means it's 50-50, right? So the 50% on the left should be blank and the 50% on the right should be filled with this lorem text. It's lorem text. Did I save it? Oh yeah, I did. You can see right now 50% empty, 50% filled. That's why I had those two extra columns to align it to the center. Adjust it in any some way. There we go. Okay, then I think we're done with this page right here.